Before diving into this one take, I wanted to share just things to come. We're inside EAG's super secret warehouse number 1 with a lot of really cool, fun cars. And we've got a lot of exciting stuff to share here coming up soon, like this Alpina B7 Turbo/3. This is the very first one of the 30 built. We did a fun little driving video with that, as well as an E28 M5, and looking forward to sharing that one with you. The Alpina B10 long roof E34, one on just 17 built, 4 in a manual transmission. This E28 M5 going and getting ice cream. That's going to be the title of this video. I'm just going to leave it at that. That was a really cool one, and certainly looking forward to sharing that with you soon. We did grab a one-take first drive in the M2 CS. That is in the makings, and very, very first miles driving that car after the delivery center. So that one's going to be a fun one coming soon. And the Sport Evo 13,000 mile car, if you've missed that video, do be sure to see that, as well as the M1 driving video. This was an exciting one to make, certainly just an awesome car by every measure, and certainly by every angle. And then these two E30 M3s right here, really special pair. Hopefully you will have some time to log those cars before they find new homes. So if you've not yet subscribed, do please do so, and certainly follow us on all the other social media platforms. Certainly looking forward to sharing these beloved analog cars with the next loving enthusiasts. Eric Keller here, Enthusiast Auto Group. Today we're in EAG's paint correction and photo studio, and we're going over this very late production 2001 S54 Z3 M-Coupe. This is a fantastic car that is way better than the mileage would suggest, and that is mainly responsible to the two previous owners, both in California, that no question loved this 68,000 mile car like a family member. We're going to go over this car, its history, what makes it, an EAG car through and through. We're going to also take a quick lap through EAG's paint correction and photo studio and go over some very, very special cars, especially a mega low mileage car. I mean, just mega low. That car has just over 1,000 miles. We're going to come back and give you some EAG first preview looks on some special cars that are upcoming here that you'll see on the YouTube channel probably sooner than later. The business at hand here is this 2001 M-Coupe. It is a black sapphire metallic over black, and with the gray two-tone, and a sunroof delete. I do believe this to be a one-of-one production color combo. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I'm relatively certain that is spot on. We've done 68,696 miles, and I'm just gonna give you some slow pans here on the car's condition, because this car is much nicer than most Z3s that we're going to see at this mileage range. And again, it's these previous owners. These guys and gals, no question, love these cars. And you don't have the common stains and bubbling that goes on those center consoles. That gray center console is no longer available from BMW. And as many people know, these rear view mirrors are quite known to leak that toxic fluid that's in that monochromatic color or auto dimming mirror. And when it leaks down, it does corrode and tarnish both the center piece there with the dials, as well as the center console. And they're hard to get. I think you can maybe still get them in black. Otherwise, you're kind of dying to match, and that's not going to match all that well. And also, while we're on the topic, you're going to see a lot of cracks through here, especially through these very thin spots that, if you're going and fixing a lot of problems, if you've got a problematic car, if you've got a car that's got a lot of previous modifications, those things have been in and out 10 times, and I can guarantee those are cracked. This is an all numbers matching car, and that's quite important these days, because the originality is where a lot of the value is in these cars, and every VIN tag that should be in place is in place on this sunroof delete, which also has a very taut headliner. The EAG work order and rejuve roadmap on this car is not yet fully completed, but it is well on its way. We're wearing fresh Michelin PS4s with a set of EAG refinished wheels with the original style center caps still. We are also sporting front and rear bumpers that have just been refinished at EAG's paint department. The original paint on these front bumper and rear bumper, well, they were just original and you know, they were ready for an update. Though that's the only paint work on this entire car. That's, again, another really, really special thing. This car's 20 years old, if you can believe it. And the condition certainly would not well, indicate that. I have to say that I'm quite proud of this car, and I'm very, very appreciative of the previous owner reaching out directly and giving us the opportunity to bring this car through the program and keep it in the hands of another loving enthusiast. And that was really the purpose of his initial phone call to us, is like, you know, I love this car. I don't necessarily want to sell it. I do want to see it go to somebody that's going to appreciate it and care for it. And I know that that's what you guys do. He'd been watching the YouTube channel and subscribed to the you know, EAG methodology of doing what we do and keeping them in loving homes and setting them up for success. And so he was very, very forthright with all the information. He had a great level of service records that he had prepared and sent to us, along with some really great photos, and just gave us a really good full disclosure. You know, there are a couple small imperfections here or there, and notice that's not yet touched up. We're going to take good photos of it and show you the used, so to speak, of one of these cars, and that way you know exactly what you're buying. We're going to go, of course, do all those touch-ups and all of those small little remediations before the cars leave, like this sterling gray 2003 late production E39 M5. Congratulations to Peter down in Florida. You know, all of those little imperfections are certainly going to be taken care of, as they have been with this M5, once it goes through that next step in the quality control program, that being the final step of the final detail and paint correction and ceramic coatings and all the other goodies that he's had us update on that car with some Dynon bits, but more on that in a minute. Back to the star of the quick one take here. We do have a nice service binder provided well, by our office manager Blair, who many of you have gotten to know over the years. She does a great job and keeps everything nice and organized for us, and everybody that's selling cars to us certainly loves her because she sends our money out quite promptly. The car does have the BMW Accessory keyless entry system that we're going to see on the later production setup. We've got the original keys as well. This was an add-on, and it is a functional keyless entry system, no different than the cars of the next, you know, era, with that integrated key fob. Pretty cool little bit of kit. Car cover denoting somebody that certainly took the time to love the car and keep it protected when it wasn't in spirited use in the garage. Those will scratch the car a bit now once we go through and do these you know, high-level paint corrections and coatings, so we don't typically like to see those used if we can avoid it. Again, on our VIN tag tour, they are all in place where they should be, and again, look how crisp the seats are. The foam behind that leather certainly can deteriorate both with heat and weight. You know, we've got an original seat over there that's not been worked or touched up or re-dyed in any way at this point. We will go through in Leatherique and apply a small amount of topical dye just to that outer edge, just to give it a little bit better finish, but you know, less is more. We want to give you the impression that nobody's ever been there and do it the same way BMW did back in period, and frankly over the years we've gotten really, really good at it, but you know, never stop improving has always been the mantra, and that's exactly what we've always challenged ourselves to do, and being able to see our work in a rear, like two of the cars I'm about to show you. When they come back, we get to see how well of a job we did. This car's not yet priced because, well, I just haven't had that conversation with myself yet, but I will be going through and analyzing all the data points to give us the absolute best market correct value for this car, because we want to sell it on the money so that we can have that opportunity to build that relationship with the next enthusiast and buy it back at, again, a market correct valuation. And that's again one of the main differences with EAG is we're going to stand behind the cars to that level, like we did with this Sterling when we bought it from the second owner out of Arizona, and now again sold it to a guy in Southern California about 2 years ago, buying it back, now going to Florida. This is going to be a cool one. So this is a quick first look, super early first look. This is one of Evan's Roadsters. He's just acquired. Evan, of course, our EAG's business partner and my brother. He is managing half the cars, myself doing the other half. You'll see some pretty cool cars that he's bringing to market here soon. This is a 2001. It is a one-owner car that's lived in Cincinnati, Ohio its entire life. It's a 3-liter. It's a an aluminum trim car with a mega high mileage reading of 12,392. This is a 6/01 production. Talk about a super nice car. Sport seats. I have to say, if you're looking for an M alternative, the 3-liter is not that far off. It's about the same as the S52 and the Z3 M Roadster platform. Again, great records. I think I counted 9 or 10 oil changes in this thing's life since new, and the EAG's been doing some of the service over the years as well. Nice little grab handle under there too, in case you're wondering about those German engineers, missing anything. Boot cover, all that. But this one's going to be exciting. I'm not going to give you too much on this one because I guess we're going to have to do a video on this. I'm not sure yet how we're going to sell this. It might be a really good, bring a trailer car, frankly, because the car has 1,058 miles, I think. I got to thank Mr. Lauren out in Northern California, a family friend, helping the widow of this previous owner, the previous Enthusiast owner, with this 2007 M6. It is a really, really remarkable car. Again, I'm not going to go over too much of this stuff because I want to save this for, well, the big show, but it's a complete car. All the original keys down to the key maker's tag. We've got a window sticker of about $109,000. Wow. If you want a second chance to own one of the pinnacles of BMW's engine development projects and just overall production, I mean, this V10 is something to behold. It's sound, well, again, that's why we need to do a video. I think I'm gonna have to double check to make sure we need to we'll probably do the break-in service before we do that video though. That's probably a good prudent approach. So do stay tuned for more info on this M6. Carbon fiber roof on those too, how cool is that? So finishing out our lap in the studio, we've got an EAG Rejuve. This was a car you probably maybe remember on Bring a Trailer a couple months ago. 03 Jet on Carmel, heading out to Chris. Shout out for a really great EAG client, both a buyer as well as a frequent flyer Rejuve client that's sent us half a dozen cars at this point to go through our program, and very thankful for his business and loyalty and trust, and looking forward to finishing out the paint correction and making this thing look like a new penny for you when we're done. Another EAG repeat. This is a Dynon Stage 2 Sterling Gray, super late production E39 M5, VIN ending in 993 for any of you Porsche enthusiasts. There is another video on our channel of the Dynon Stage 2 of this exact Stage 2. And I guess another little snippet. We have 4 Dynon Stage 2 E39 M5s right now. That's like 1,900 horsepower of E39 S62 powered Dynon Stage 2 level cars. So that's probably going to have to be another video at some point soon too. So if you're looking for an S2 E39 M5 and maybe have a really cool Porsche trade-in that you want to use to offset that fiscal balance or free up that spot in the stable, we certainly bring in all kinds of trades. This is a sub 1,000-mile 2019 one owner Porsche that came from a really great friend and EAG repeat client now up in Michigan. Brought in a GT3 with that one too. You might have saw that video right before the holidays. So with that, appreciate everybody tuning in. Do stay tuned for more first looks. Certainly subscribe to have these opportunities. Pretty much everything I've shown you today is not yet on the website, sans maybe the S2 since that's a repeat car. This never even hit the website. That sold again, through those relationships that we build when we have those telephone conversations with each of these fellow enthusiasts looking to add the next fun analog BMW to their stable. So thanks again for tuning in. Subscribe for more. See ya.